everybody, it's Patty, Rockstar Mom. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, today I have something to talk to you about that I think you're going to like. I think many of you are going to go, maybe that's for me. Those of you who have followed me for a long time know that I rarely talk about skincare. I think skincare is so individual. It is so, we all have different skin and we're all looking for different things from our skincare. And I've always believed that we just need to get to know our skin and know what it needs, know what it's begging for. I think so many of us have very high expectations from our skincare. We listen to the promises and we spend a fortune on it, and then it does nothing for us. Back about 3 months ago, I had a company out of Australia contact me about trying their skincare system to see if I would like to review it. And as I always do with every product, every brand, I went to their website and I read up on it, investigated it, and I always then make the decision, number one, is it something that I think I would like for me? Number two, is it something that I think that you may like for you? And after reading about this skincare system, I thought, oh my goodness, I think I do want to try this. Well, when I went back to them, and in our talking back and forth, they asked me if I would be interested in making a commitment of 90 days. And that meant 90 days of only using this system. Nothing else, period. Nothing else. These 3 products and nothing else in the way of skincare. Oh my gosh, I had to take a deep breath because I'm thinking, I don't know if I can do this for 90 days. I really don't. To only use 3 products. And then I thought, you know what? I'm tired. Some days I'm just tired of doing all this, using all these products morning and night. Maybe I will try this. So I committed to it. And let me show you the 3 products. The first product, after you cleanse your face, is called Hydro Mist. It has vitamin B3, which is niacinamide, and it has vitamin B5, which is D-penthenol. And so you start off by spraying 10 to 12 sprays, pumps, all over your face, your neck, and your décolleté. Then you use the HA serum, and you put 3 to 4 pumps in the palm of your hand, rub your hands together all over your face, neck, and your décolleté. Then you use the Moisture C, the Moisturizer C. Again, 3 to 4 pumps in the palm of your hand, all over your face, your neck, and your chest. And that's it. It needs to be done within 90 seconds. Now think about that. 90 seconds. Okay, so I thought, all right, I'll try this. Let me tell you my experience. Now, and by the way, you do this, you do the same routine in the morning, and you do the same routine at night. 3 products in the morning, the same 3 products at night. 10 to 12 pumps. Pump, 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 pump. Spray, 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 spray. Spray, 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 spray. My face was dripping wet. Dripping. It was rolling off of my face. Next, I went to the HA serum. 3 to 4 pumps in the palm of my hand. While this is still wet, that's important. This has to be wet. I rubbed it all over my face, neck, and chest. Then immediately, 3 to 4 pumps of the Moisture C, palm of my hand, together, all over. My face was dripping. It had this slight lather to it. It was dripping. it seemed to take forever for it to dry. I'm fanning and had the hair dryer on cool, trying to get it dry, and it was still almost tacky. So I contacted the company, and they advised me just to cut back on the amount of the product I was using. I did that, and that helped an awful lot. Then the first couple of weeks, I think over the first 2 weeks, I had either 2 or 3 breakouts down on my chin area, and I've always said that I have such tough skin that I can probably count on one hand the number of breakouts I've had in my lifetime from anything. And here in the first couple of weeks of using this Hydroskin system, I've had 3 breakouts, so I'm contacting them again. Here in Australia, which is nothing because we're emailing, and they did offer to talk to me one-on-one. They would call me, but I thought, no, I'll just do this. So they sort of thought maybe it was my skin adjusting, and I think that's all it was, because after that, I never had another breakout. I spray, for me, I'm spraying about 5 or 6 pumps, maybe 3 at the most, 2 to 3 of the serum, 2 to 3 of the vitamin C. I think this is what was making it so wet, was I was using too much of the Hydro Mist. But I'm telling you, once I figured out what I needed for me, I just loved it. It was like I fell in love with this just immediately with this little system, because it's so important that you use the product before you put the next thing on before the last thing dries. And by the time I was finished, I piddled around for a couple of minutes and my skin was perfectly ready for makeup. Now, I did use a sunscreen, which they tell you in the daytime to use a sunscreen on top of this. So I did use a sunscreen on top of it. I love it. I love that it's easy. I love that it's quick. I love that it seems to be very effective. Almost immediately, the thing I noticed was my skin felt plump. You know, sometimes when you're using certain products, your skin just feels plump, and my skin feels plump. I think from reading and from talking with them, the whole idea behind Hydroskin is that while we love hyaluronic acid, and we know that hyaluronic acid pulls moisture from the air to keep our skin hydrated, that's what it does. That's how it works. So as much as we love our hyaluronic acid, what Hydroskin is really all about is hydration. Hydration. Hyaluronic acid is definitely a key ingredient, as long as others like the vitamin C and the vitamin B3 and the vitamin B5, it's all about hydration. And it's just 3 simple steps. I'm looking here because it tells us what they tell us, and this is on their site, is the Hydro Mist actually hydrates with a burst of vitamin B3 and vitamin B5, and that prepares the skin for the serum, and it helps to deliver the serum deep into the skin. And the vitamin C, we know, brightens the skin and helps to fade age spots. The serum grabs moisture from the hyaluronic mist, plumps the epidermis, and then travels into the dermis where collagen is produced. They call it the ultimate carrier ingredient. And then the C moisturizer has a truly effective amount of vitamin C to promote collagen in the skin. And it works because it takes a ride on the HA serum's ability to deliver all of our active ingredients to the dermis where collagen is produced and new skin is made. And that's what we're all looking for. So, 3 little steps. 3. Also, something that I thought was sort of neat that I learned about them is obviously they're an Australian company, but their founder is actually a native of Pascagoula, Mississippi, right here in the good old United States in the South. Also, when I first looked at the product line, I realized that it seemed a little bit pricey, and that was definitely a downside for me in making the decision to review it. But what we need to remember is that on their website, the currency is in Australian dollars, and it is cheaper in US dollars. On their website, I think in the upper right hand corner, you can click on that and you'll get the price in US dollars. Let me tell you that Hydroskin is giving us a discount. They're giving us a 15% discount using the discount code that I'll put in the description box below. I'll put the link to their site. You'll want to use that link, use that discount code to get the 15%. I think it's Patty 15, but just to be on the safe side, it'll be below. And as I said, or I think I said, I thought this might be just a little pricey, but when you consider, or for me personally, when I consider that I'm only using 3 products versus that box full of stuff that is in my closet, it doesn't seem to be expensive at all. It's almost like I can justify it. I think I can justify it. So if you want a quick, easy, fast morning and night system, Hydroskin. Now, in the beginning days, or when we first initially talked, they told me that I could use my own cleanser with this. And my common sense told me that if they offered a cleanser, and I thought I'd seen one on their website, then I would like to use their cleanser also. So I asked if they would send me the cleanser, and they said yes. And without a doubt, this Hydroskin cleanser is one of the best cleansers I have ever used. It's like a gel, and it just took every bit of my makeup off using my Clarisonic. I love this cleanser. They sent me 2 more products that I could use if I wanted to, if I felt like I wanted to use something else or needed something else. They sent the Hydroskin Salt Scrub, and let me look at my notes here. It's an exfoliant. You apply it on dry skin. You apply it and gently buffing in the scrub for a few minutes prior to taking a shower. And that's how I used it. Rinsed it off in the shower and then cleanse. Once out of the shower, they sent me the hyaluronic acid and Manuka Honey 20 Plus mask to put on. And the mask, you leave it on for as long as you like, and then you rinse it off with warm water and follow up with the 3 basic steps. I've used this. I did not take these 2 with me on the trip because I was packing as light as I could, but I've used these each about 3 or 4 times, and I'm really enjoying these. I think for me, again, it goes back to hydration. My skin is normal to dry, and it's just been working for me. It's just been working for me. I can't thank Hydroskin enough for asking me to commit to their system for a full 90 days. I will tell you that I got spoiled, really spoiled by using this and nothing else for 90 days. I would take what I did after I cleansed my face every morning is I lined the 3 products up and I took the tops off of them in the order that I was going to use them, because I knew I only had 90 seconds to get this done in before my face could dry off completely. I had to have that next product on there. So it was just bang, bang, bang. And it was done. I was through. Except for applying a sunscreen in the morning, I was through. I was through. It took no time. And I think I had great results. For me personally, I think I had great results, but it took committing to it. It took saying, I gave my word that I would do this. I can't use anything else. And then I knew that it was going to go into, that 90 days was going to extend into my European trip. And I knew I would have to be taking this with me. It was perfect. It was perfect. Now, I've given you all the information on it, and it's up to you whether or not you think you want to try it. But if you're in the least bit interested, I encourage you to go over to their website and read about it for yourself. I love their website because it's not long and drawn out with a lot of stuff you don't need. It just gets right down to the nitty-gritty on the basics of how the system works, how it's coordinated to work together to give our skin hydration. So if you're the least bit interested, go over to their website and check it out for yourself. And if you decide to purchase it for yourself, remember to click that little button. If you're in the United States, click on that little button up in the right hand corner so that you can see what it costs in US dollars, and it will be cheaper. And then think about that 15% discount. I want to thank the people at Hydroskin for sending me these products. I'm so glad that I committed to this for 90 days. I have missed some of my other products. I will say that I have missed some of my other products, and it could be for me personally that I just like to experiment. I like to, as Elle calls it, play mad scientist. But I think for those of us who like a regimen, who want it to be short and quick and fast and effective, this is your system. Absolutely, this is your system. I think you will love it, and I think you deserve to give it a try. Again, thank you, Hydroskin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving your comments. I tell you, in the comments, tell me, answer this question. Are you someone sort of like me and you just like to play with a lot of things and you're constantly changing your skincare? You never use a full container of anything, and by the way, I use full containers. I ran out before I knew I was getting close, and they immediately shipped me another supply of it. So I never ran out, and I still have enough to keep me going for a little while. But if you're one of those people who likes a set regimen, you want something that's just to the point, a few products, effective, or are you one of those people who just likes to play mad scientist and you're always switching up, you're always using something different? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested in knowing that. How many people are like me? How many people could have their minds changed? I could easily have my mind changed. Know that I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.